Talk about why I'm at Second Gauge Restoration. First of all, let me backtrack and go back to how I've been living for the last few years. The short and dirty story is my husband and I and my son lived in New York. We moved to Cleveland. We purchased a home. We lost the home. We had to go to an apartment. We were able to move into a house by a miracle. We moved into a beautiful house, but it was a beautiful house with somebody else's items and clutter there. And then we had a second child, and then, you know, when you have children, you already have your own clutter. So I had the people's house that I was living in, their clutter, plus my own clutter, and I had my identity kind of got lost in that. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was suffering, you know, it wasn't medical, but I was suffering what I thought was major depression. Since then, we've moved again as we're trying to get to the root of our problems, get to the root of our money challenges, and try and clean up some things. We were able to move into another duplex that was a little bit more comfortable. It was bare. It's a beautiful space. It's not where we wanted to live forever, but I was determined at that time to throw everything out that I had, even the littlest thing, even if it brought me a little piece of comfort. If it didn't visually express who I was or what my family was all about, I got rid of it. So now I'm living into my duplex for a year and a half with nothing and just trying to piece stuff little by little. I don't think that I'll be in this position always, but in the meantime, I really wanted to be able to have a house that expressed my vision and my artistic side, because I'm an artist, and a place where I could find comfort and joy. So I came to Restore because I like her concept of you know, going and understanding what the depression is, no matter what stage, whether it's clinical or whether it's just something you know exists, and being able to use that idea of helping your visual life as you're helping to care for yourself in the process. So that's why I came. That's why I'm here. So I came to Zeta because I wanted to start off with my dining room area. I had an idea of having a certain type of home. Of course, I go into places like Pottery Barn and Z Gallery and all of these places, and to be, you know, I'm in a duplex. I can't, you know, even if I wanted that right now, my goal is to try and go into a more permanent situation, a more permanent home. I don't want to buy all this elaborate furniture. It just doesn't make sense. It's not what I wanted to do, but I did want to live and look like it was, you know, nice enough to, you know, to balance out that taste. So here's what happened. I met Zeta and we went to one of her favorite stores. She introduced me to the Restore, which is a umbrella of Habitat for Humanity. And they sell reused items, you know, kind of like a thrift store, but a little bit better because they test everything out. Anyways, we go there and I find this table, and I'm so glad that I had her to come with me, because I was falling in love with the table and talking myself out of it, because I could hear in my head my husband saying, you know, why are you doing that? That's more junk in the house. No. It was like an inner battle of what was going on. And in the meantime, I'm falling in love with this table. I'm not sure I have the money. I'm not sure if it'll work. I didn't want to bring in another item that was, you know, all of that. But she was there. She kind of coached me through. And the beautiful table. I still love this table. This table's coming with me everywhere. So I ended up getting the table, cleaning it off. We still want to paint it, but I brought it home and dressed it up. And when my husband came home, I thought he was going to be so upset, and that would be another fight that I would have to, you know, convince him, you know, first we need a table, you know, second of all, this is not junk. You have to see the beauty in it, which he's really not that good at. I'm the better person with that. And then I have my backup, Zeta. So, but the table, he loved the table. And what happened because of that was we were having dinners again at the table. We were, you know, it wasn't just bringing the table in and bringing the element of beauty in, because the table was beautiful and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. And I can still decorate it and paint it if I want to even make it more my style. But we covered the basic, which was we brought the family together. We're able to have dinners together. I dressed it up. They're used to it looking a certain way. Mind you, I still got kids. They still leave stuff all over the table. That's the reality. But when I clean it up, it takes 2, 3, 5 minutes at the most to clean up the table. And then there's this element of beauty and respect for the area and the home. And that brought me joy. And so I'm just moving on to the next item. We're finishing up the actual table. So far, we've gone to some fabric stores, one of them Joann Fabrics. I picked out chairs. Some chairs fell in my lap. Oh. So that's the dog. The dog is barking. That's what happens when you have a family and a dog, whatever. You all know. So we got these, the seats. We took the seats off. We went to the fabric store. I got some fabric that I think really speaks to me. We went over color schemes and all those kinds of things. And I'm learning a whole lot about myself in this whole process about, and I'm a designer, guys. I'm a designer, by nature. I got my degree in design and everything. I dance too, but I haven't been able to dedicate that time. And I know I could do it on my own. I don't. It's too tiring because I have other stuff to do. I'm trying to manage here and there. So I needed Zita to help me to come up with my colors and my style and stuff like that. And I'm learning a great deal about myself, and I feel freer. So I'm excited about tackling this project and being ready for the holidays to see what's going to come of it. And I'm not,